we nail the villains of India's biggest ever power crisis, the two-day blackout that you were made to suffer. Rogue states who overdrew power as 21 states plunged into darkness and complete powerlessness, and there seems to be no lessons learned, even as the states claim that they did not overdraw power from the northern grid or the eastern grid. Here is proof that they continue to exceed that limit even after 2 consecutive days of power crisis. The figures from Uttar Pradesh clearly show how the state continues even now to overdraw massively. They of course said it was only a nominal overdraw that they had done just today. This is happening just today after the second meltdown. The graph shows that UP overdrew almost double the allocated limit between 4 to 10 in the morning, nailing the lies of Akhilesh Yadav, the Chief Minister of the state.
देखिए, जहां तक ग्रिड फेल का है वो यूपी पे अभी तय नहीं है कि यूपी की वजह से हुई है, और जहां तक ग्रिड फेलियर का है वो सामने चीजें आ जाएंगी। जहां तक बिजली का सवाल है, बिजली का बड़ा संकट है और इसके लिए समाजवादी पार्टी दोषी नहीं है।
ज्यादा नहीं ओवरड्रॉ की जाती है उत्तर प्रदेश का। जब फ्रीक्वेंसी 49.5 हो जाती है तो वार्निंग आती है, कोई वार्निंग नहीं आई। जो ये बात कह रहे हैं उस टाइम फ्रीक्वेंसी 50 से कम कभी आई नहीं।
In fact, the chart by the National Regional Load Dispatch Centre shows that Haryana too is exceeding its limit by over 1500 megawatts, contrary to what Bhupinder Singh Hooda was just heard telling us, and this happened between 3:30 to 10 in the morning. And like Uttar Pradesh, the Haryana Chief Minister, you just heard him, also claimed that his state had no hand whatsoever in that massive power blackout. In fact, joining us now from Lucknow is my colleague Amir Haq. Amir, how can the Chief Minister lie in the face of facts that we've put out not only the last 2 days, but even today after that massive crisis? Uttar Pradesh continues with its greed for electricity.
Well, Padmaja, this is something that he's been replying to over the last 4.5 months because Uttar Pradesh, as has been seen before, has been reeling under severe power crisis ever since Akhilesh Yadav assumed office as the Chief Minister over here. And he's been saying that the erstwhile BSP government, holds the key to whatever is happening now. He says over 25,000 crores are pending that are to be paid to other states from where the electricity was purchased. In fact, Himachal Pradesh just about 1 month back, they denied any more electricity supply to Uttar Pradesh because over 12,000 crores were pending to be given to them. So that is something that the UP government has been facing from day one. And today, Akhilesh Yadav, finally replied to all our questions saying that the investigation on the grid failure is still pending. So you can't accuse us of drawing more electricity than what is being assigned to us. And finally, to manage the electricity is work of the union government. It is the central government which has to see how much electricity has to be given to the state governments. It is not something that we draw out of our own prerogative.
Well, it's very simple what the Prime Minister said yesterday. It's not even about how much you need, it's about how much your quota is. That is only as much as you can draw. Harry Dhol, Director General of the Independent Power Producers Association, joins us now from Chandigarh. Mr. Dhol, do you think it's nothing more than politics? Because that's what it has boiled down to. The Prime Minister's office knew about what Uttar Pradesh was doing, that a crisis was looming large, yet it did nothing, and that's why we're at this spot.
Well, let me start off by saying that there's a lot of misinformation flowing around on this crisis. I don't think drawing more power than you are allocated is the right way of putting it. In fact, there's a daily schedule and there's a daily allocation. And states, whenever they need power, either underdraw or overdraw depending on the load requirements. For example, if it rains heavily in Delhi, Delhi can't consume power, so it underdraws. Supposing there is another crisis where a power station has gone out somewhere, the states can overdraw. So please, let's not hype this overdraw thing beyond a point. I think the issue that really comes up is that the system of 60,000 megawatts cannot start dripping at 4,000, 5,000 of overdraw. So there is something inherently deeper that has gone wrong this time. The clue perhaps lies in the fact that yesterday I am told the frequency in the eastern region was lower than that of the northern region, though they are both supposed to be synchronized. So as a non-technical person, what it tells me is that there has been some carelessness on the part of those in charge of making sure the frequencies remain synchronous. And I think there is some garbar in the relays. There are these under frequency and over frequency relays, which has resulted in a situation of asynchronous grid which has tripped.